This never ceases to amaze me, guys. Holy crap. Palantir stock is up another 11.3%, and just 5-10 minutes ago, it was up over 13%, and that's on top of already being up over 50%, or whatever the heck it is, 30-40%, since they reported earnings. So I figured, hey, let's do another update here on Palantir stock, break down the charts, talk about the stock a little bit. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000, and 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All the details are linked down below. We'll talk more about that later. And now, cheers, guys. Let's dive into it. So again, pretty nutty here, guys. Pretty freaking nutty. Palantir is up 11.2% after being up a ton. Maybe not yesterday, but over the past couple of days since they reported earnings. Now they're up even more. This is nuts. So we started off the day at around, let me see, where was this in the pre-market? Right around 11.90, right as the markets open, but in the pre-market at one point, it was up over $12. So we were creeping up at around 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. on the East Coast, and then once we got closer to open, we got to around $11.90, like you guys can see. Then we ended up completely rocketing at open from 11.90 all the way to about 12.90 in the span of not even a half hour. So in the first 20 minutes of trading, if I zoom in, you guys can see Palantir went from 11.90 all the way to about $12.90, more like $12.85, still pretty much a dollar in the span of 20 minutes. That is a move of 8%. Then we started to chop around a little bit between $12.80 to about $12.60, $12.75. Then we started creeping back up to $13. Then we ran all the way to $13.40 about 10-15 minutes prior to me filming this video. And now we're pulling back a little bit to $13.19, and we are holding the trend here on the intraday chart. So this is just insane, guys. Insane how much this has been going up, whether it's shorts covering, big money coming in after this company looks like they're going to be consistently profitable on a GAAP basis. Whatever it is, a lot of money's coming in, and the stock just keeps on going up. And just when you think it needs to pull back, well, it goes up even more. You guys can see this company reported earnings not even 2 weeks ago, guys. When was this exactly? Actually, a little bit over 2 weeks ago. It was on the today's the 23rd. They reported earnings on the 8th. So about 15 days ago, exactly 15 days ago, they reported, and it's been up and away ever since. And we did pull back a little bit, like we've covered in previous Palantir videos that I've made. We did pull back from $10 roughly down to about $9, which at that point people were probably scared. Are we going to give back all the gains like we did back in February? But you guys can see clearly that did not happen. We pulled back a little bit to $9, consolidated there for a couple of days. Then we ended up ripping on the 17th, 18th into the 19th, all the way to $12. Then we consolidated again, for a day or two. Now we're up again massively, up around 11%. So clearly, guys, Palantir stock is trading at a multi-month high. We're well above the highs from a couple days ago after earnings, and of course a couple months ago back in February, after we reported earnings. We're above those highs as well. We hit around 10.20, 10.30 back in February. So at this point, where are we headed next? That's the $1 million question. Where could we be headed next? On the yearly chart, now we're well above the highs from August, which you guys probably remember when we covered this stock about a week ago. We talked about how 11.50 could be next. Well, now we're at 13.50. We broke right through that. We ran right through that. So if we pull up the 3-year chart, let's see where we're trading on this time frame. Alrighty, zooming in a little bit, we can see, again, we're above the highs from August, which is great. Above the highs from the last couple of weeks, that's great as well. Now we're actually heading towards the highs from March of last year. So now we're actually heading towards a 14, 15 roughly month high, which you guys can see we hit roughly $14.80 to about $15 back in March, April of 2022. That's a good sign for the bulls. And I think I covered that, or I mentioned that level in one of the recent Palantir videos I made. I forget exactly which one it was. I make so many videos, guys, on the channel. I'm losing track of all the videos. But we covered that, and I mentioned to you all, look, If we break 11.50, the next spot we could be going to is $14.50, $15, that general range. And lo and behold, that's where it looks like we're going. And did I think it was going to happen this fast? Of course not, but the stock market works in mysterious ways, especially when it comes down to individual stocks. I mean, this thing just keeps on getting hotter and hotter. And mind you, it's probably going to pull back before we get to $15, or at least, I kind of hope it does, because it's already very overbought. It's, it hasn't seen a substantial pullback in a while at this point. So we're due for one. And if we were to pull back, let's say to $12, $12.50, maybe we coasted there for a little bit, then we started to make a move towards $15, that would be pretty healthy. But guys, again, with the stock market, with individual stocks, they work in mysterious ways, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. We never know what's going to happen. It might not pull back. It might go straight to $15, which, in that case, I'm probably not going to buy any of these dips, because I'm not trying to FOMO into it. I think it's a little bit overbought. Even if it means I missed the move, it's all good. So I'm personally going to be waiting for a pullback, and who knows if we even get it. I mean, with all these shorts covering, with a lot of the big money flooding in, I think Kathy Wood is now buying a ton of Palantir stock again, which I believe she sold out of it. Now she's buying in. I mean, you guys know she's an active trader. Everybody at ARK is, it's more of an actively managed ETF. But either way, this is moving. It's moving big time. And, well, it doesn't look like it wants to slow down anytime soon, at least to me. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Listen, once you open up an account using that link down below, you get one free share of stock right off the bat. And if you fund your account with at least $100, you get 4 more stocks, totaling 5 free stocks. And if you guys want 10 more free stocks, all you have to do is fund your account with at least $1,000, and you get 10 stocks on top of the 4 stocks, on top of the 1 stock, totaling 15 free stocks. So if you guys want some free money and you want to help out the channel, it is a no-brainer. Use that Moomoo link. And if you guys don't like the Moomoo platform, it's not like your money's held hostage there. You can simply take out all your deposits. You keep the free stocks, and again, it helps out the channel. It's a win-win. I appreciate you all, as always. Cheers to everybody out there watching. And with that being said, let's quickly take a glance at what the overall markets are doing right now, as it is around, what time is it? 11:20 a.m. on the East Coast. So right now we have the S&P 500. It's down a little bit. It's down around 0.3%. Same with the NASDAQ. So it looks like they're moving pretty much identically today, or identical, however the heck you say that. We have the NASDAQ down 0.3%, down around $1. And we have the Dow. Let me pull the Dow. The Dow's down 0.1%, so pretty much at break even. And funny enough, guys, the Russell's up around 1%. So the Russell is now breaking back over 1,800 points, which is good. And it's now trading at a multi-week high. You guys can see on the 20-day chart, we're at a high here on the Russell. And on the 4-hour, if I zoom in a little bit, you guys will see we're now taking out the highs from the beginning of April, middle of April, and now we're starting to go towards the highs from the beginning, middle of March, which is a really good sign overall here on the charts for the Russell. But don't get too excited yet, as it is still trading under the neckline of this head and shoulders. And to me, guys, it needs to break 1,850 to 1,900 points for this to fully start breaking out. And the Dow's not looking too good either, guys. Again, it's at break even right now, and we're noticing a clear resistance coming up pretty much right where we are right now. Do you guys see this downtrend, these lower highs that we've been making over the past couple of weeks? That is, we're approaching a sticking point on the Dow, no doubt about it. Right around, I just butchered the chart. Hold on, guys. Right around, 33.5, 34,000, 34.5, 35,000. This 10 or 1,500 point window, 2,000 point window. This is going to be a sticking point for the bulls. And if we do break out of 34.5, 35,000, sure, at that point, we could get a lot more upside, but it's not looking like we want to do that quite yet. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and 12 more stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of those free stocks are linked down below. Feel free to check out my Patreon as well if you guys want to see my charts and ideas throughout the day. Keep up with the Patreon portfolio, and if you want to be a part of the Discord chat and have more access to me throughout the day, that's on Patreon. Check it out. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.